My name's Sonny, aka Two Dope Cuts, and you're now tuned in to the Illest Barber.
What's up, y'all? This is me, Ron B. And thanks for tuning in on our second show right here on Dmv'S Illest Barbers. Hey, look, we got a great show for you. Early in the week, I was hanging out with my man, Mr. Smith, out there in Lower, Maryland, him and his crew at Mr. Smith Barber Studio. But look, before we get into that, check out this interview with the fadeologist, DMV, right there in Clinton, Maryland.
My name is Jordan RAILEY, and I go by the fadeologist of the DMV. Well, me, I like making people feel good about themselves, man. And then what better way to do that other than getting a haircut? Cause I know that like when you down, like when you going through the hard times, man. And I know that nothing makes me feel better than getting a haircut, man. Cause I know that us dudes out here, man, you know, like we like to look good, young. Yeah. You know, you feel me? Especially for the ladies, homie. Right. You know, you feel me? So, I mean, you look good, you feel good, you're more positive, and do more positive things. A haircut is more of like a, to me, it's like a relaxing treatment the whole time. That's the way that I like to look at it. I really don't look at it like a haircut. It's like a haircut. Today, as far as like what I'm doing, I'm just not doing haircuts. You know, it's more, you know, relaxation and just like an overall, you know, a kind of like getting like a haircut is kind of like how like when women go and get their eyebrows done. Get pampered, yeah, right. Get pampered. Yes, sir. Best moment. Yeah, actually, I do. I remember when I had cut my man hair for prom, you know, and then he didn't have no prom date. So I remember I had told him, I was like, man, come in here, I cut your hair for free for prom. So it's like, you know, he came in here, man, put the razor on him, the enhancements and all that, man. He came back and had told me, man, he said he had went to prom with 2 joints. Pulled out with 2 joints. And then like whole time, I mean, but then like that's what the power of a haircut can do, man. They can change your perception to people. Okay. And man, and then like that for real, that's what it's all about for real, man. It's just about you having that confidence behind yourself. And then I'm all about confidence. Definitely.
What is one of your best moments as a barber?
One of my best moments as a barber. My best moments. I'll say recently I had somebody, his name is APPAREL on Instagram. I recently cut his hair and he made an Instagram video shouting me out, and that was definitely an honor. I've watched the video 1,000 times. Yeah, I'll say that's been one of my best moments so far.
So, Mr. Smith, I see you got your own brand. What made you want to come out with your own brand?
Well, especially wanted to come out with something representing the DMV. I'm born and raised in the DMV, and I just felt like the DMV didn't get a lot of shine. I've seen other areas always getting a lot of shine, Atlanta, California.
Right.
And I just wanted something to put us on the map, such as the razors and the apparel.
Cool. So, with the Scully, okay, and then you have now this is different from this, or these are the same thing?
Yeah, this is a little bit different. This is called the lifestyle razor.
Okay.
So that's a little bit different. That's not really representing the region as a whole.
Right.
But it's still my personal line. It's still my brand.
Okay. And this is the same one that you had over there?
That's exactly the same one. And that's a DMV barber grind razor, representing the DMV, all the great barbers in the DMV.
Cool. And then you got Caps and Scully. And then where else can they find some more products?
They go to msbsapparel.com. They can find all kinds of stuff on there. We got hoodies, shoes, razors, anything you want on there.
Okay, well, stay tuned and check out this next segment.
My name is Jayla Settles. I go by Jayla D or Jay, and the name of my salon is called Hair Artistry by Jayla D. And I've been practicing barbering for approximately 2 years. I wanted to show that stereotype of being a good barber was only for men. I wanted to show that women could do it as well. And it was a challenge for me. I was at a point in my career where I felt a little stuck, and it was time for me to change what I was doing. So I took on the challenge of becoming a barber, and I feel like I'm slowly but surely mastering that challenge. I think it's a little bit of both, because I naturally have an eye to see certain things and I have an artistic way of thinking. It does come naturally, but because barbering is something that is not first nature for me, I also have to work hard at it. And because I don't want to fit that stereotype, I definitely try to learn everything that I can so that I can reach that goal. Honestly, I prefer being a stylist because I feel as though I can be more creative and incorporate barbering with that. With barbering, I feel like there's a limit to what I can do with the clippers. I know now some barbers try to incorporate coloring, and some of them have tried to incorporate learning how to style hair. And it looks nice, but it's not quite to the extent of what me as a stylist, what I have to do. So definitely styling. I think one of my most memorable moments as a barber was when I competed for the first time at the DMV Barber Expo. And I was actually recognized by a lot of the judges. They knew who I was just based off of Instagram and maybe seeing me at another show or something like that. So I was very honored for them to be able to know who I was without even having to ask. And I had somebody pull me to the side and said that they were proud of me and what I was doing, and that kind of resonated with me. And it helped me to continue pushing to be the barber who I am today.
Hey y'all, hey, we back with Mr. Smith right here. So Mr. Smith, after being in the game, the barber game that is, for 28 years plus, do you think the game has changed since you started, and why? And if you don't, then tell me why.
think the biggest change that has taken place is the marketing aspect. Back in the day when I first started, it was the old school, you know, passing out the cards to individuals that you would see walking around. With the arrival of Instagram and different vehicles like that, now it's gone beyond just a local business venture, you know what I'm saying? Now it's worldwide, it's global.
Okay.
So I think that's the biggest thing right there.
Okay, cool. So 18 years ago, you opened your own shop. What made you want to open your own shop?
Well, the main thing was I saw an avenue where a lot of shops were unprofessional. I wanted to bring a more professional approach to the barber game and run it more like a business as opposed to just a barbershop atmosphere. So when people come to my shop, it's almost, they compare it to like different companies that might be out there as opposed to just this is a barbershop. So that was my main thing, wanted to bring a different niche or a different approach to the game.
Okay. So what do you love most about your job and what you do?
The thing I love most is the people that you interact with, the people that you meet. We come in contact with CEOs of companies, multi-millionaires, down to children. So it's every level of the community that you come in contact with. You can find great mentors in this profession. Unlike other jobs, you won't have access to the type of people that you have access to. So that's a great advantage of this profession.
Yeah. So, tell me why a haircut can be so powerful at times.
Well, I mean, you just look at it like this. All your most important occasions, people get wedding haircuts, you go to funerals, you have birthday parties. Any major event, people want to look their best. And if barbers could understand, new guys coming up, if they could just understand the power and the value in that. Because people want to be right for their wedding day. We all know that. You got one shot to get it right. And if they understood the value of what they were really doing, they would take it more seriously. So that's the main thing.
Well, to touch on that, I congratulate you for your 28 years, close to 30.
Thank you.
With being in the game, I mean, a lot of barbers don't typically have that to go off of, and hopefully young barbers can, you know, look up to that and be inspired by that. Cause that's a long time. I'm sure you're gonna keep it moving too.
Oh yeah.
Y'all niggas better have that really Luther though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that Garrett. Hey yo! What's up, man? You just go to the cut, man.
What up with a verse?
Saying I got a little something, you know what I'm saying?
The competition light, it's gon' need a tan. Boy, I be the man, fly in the Peter Pan. Nah, I be flying in the hockey team. Yeah, my barber always keep my hockey clean. I be in some fresh clothes, booming like a metro. I be styling in that groove, shot them in fresh though. OG like I'm retro, hunting from the get-go. Guru, that's the dog, I'm like Pop, we on death row. Your dog is a bitch, still waiting in the pet store. Boy, I'm about the dollar and I preach it like a crap flow. Yeah, I got the best flow. Spit it, you recite it, and these niggas kept strep, bro. I ain't even flex yet. Niggas get the message and I ain't even text yet. I been killing shit and I ain't even dressed yet. I throw in that glue, I be looking like a death threat.
Fresh to death, every day I stay killing it. Came out to ball, spit fire like dragons drilling it. On the road doing show, hands up, yeah they feeling it. Stars on the sleeve with dog tags when I'm militant. Quality you can feel, every design is ill. Whatever you think I deal, rock it and keep it real. If you out with the honeys or a movie for two, that Ross and Sun jersey don't get an exclusive for you. Barber Guru got the flavors for all the occasions. I rock the brand while I'm rapping, man he sported while fading. Yeah, one take, look the name's legit. You know who I'm with, just look at this fit. Guru the clip.
Skin color like Rubik's Cube, salt and jacuzzi pools, the pleasures of movie rooms, we HD. How you flex when you fade weak? Fresh one blade, got the deep wave, smoother than suede sheets. This shit a layup, this one hop to a lunchbox. This old money count thick, guap to my thumbs rock. The Guru Nation, different locations, the same mental. Flow from the same pencil, wisdom the same dental. T-shirts, hoodies and backpacks, BG apparel, snapbacks and ball caps. Fade them all, the ball Scully, believe it, your girl love me. I'm too fly to the
love in the flesh.
flyest without a cape on my neck. I teach Superman how to flex with that guru across my chest. Yes, a born boss, I lit my own torch. Known as the man on the block, and I ain't have to leave the front porch. When at the punch Porsche, I copped it with my re-up. They say that money talk, but this knowledge is why I speak up. Yeah, I know. All of your lame excuses, the size of 20 Rasputians, but guru ain't got no losers. We innovatively focused. The time waits for no man. Forget the next nigga idea. Stick with your plans. Forget whoever out there don't like it. Stick with your fans, cause they gon' be the ones that support you and help you grow, man. I'm about to blow, man. No C4 needed. Flow cold, I doubt if heaters can heat it. Better believe it. No Memphis bleaking. I'm here to stay respected like Aretha. Already on my stripes on the side without the Adidas. I'm Curry without the sneaker. Cause I don't need no armor under me. My team on guard like the US Armory. Yeah, I'm Guru branded, so I'm covered for life. And when I'm out, cover the eyes of your wife. It's King D, nigga.
Alright, y'all, now look, before we jet out of here, we're going to see what's going on with MSV studio crew.
Okay, here we have my man Chino the Barber.
How you guys doing?
How you doing, Chino?
Very good.
In the game, man?
About 2 years, man. I've been in the field for 2 years.
Cool. And what made you chose Mr. Smith here?
That was my first opportunity. Came out of the barber school.
Gotcha.
Can't miss opportunities, man.
No, you can't.
Cannot.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright, here we have my man Paul Miller.
How you doing, Paul?
Nice to meet you, man.
Cool. So how long you been in the game, man?
I've been in the game for 8 years now.
Okay, and what made you want to go with Mr. Smith?
Oh man, worked with one of his co-workers. He sent me up here as he relocated.
Okay.
So I've been here with Howard since.
Okay, cool. Sounds good, man.
All right.
Yep.
Nice to meet you.
You too, man.
Alright, here we like to call the next generation.
Next generation. Cool.
That's the Barber.
Terrence. Gotcha. What's going on, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. How about yourself?
I'm coolin', man. How long you been in the game?
I've been in the game 3.5 years.
3.5 years?
Yes, sir.
And what made you take Mr. Smith out?
Starting off as a barber, I was 19.
Okay.
Came out of barber school, and ever since I've been here.
All right. What school was that?
I can tell you. Upper Marlboro.
Okay, yeah. I know about that school. Yeah, that's what's up.
Here we have the Grizzle vet. We like to call him D, Darren.
Okay, how you doing, man?
Not too bad, how you doing?
All right. So, you've been in the game for how many years?
Since 2002.
2002, cool. So, Mr. Smith, you chose him because?
I was in a barber shop around the corner and it didn't quite work out. The owner wasn't responsible, so I hooked up with Howard in about 2003 and been here ever since.
Okay, good. That's what's up. All right, Mr. Smitty, well, we're going to get out of here. Appreciate your time, man.
Likewise.
And check us out next time right here on DMV Illest Barbers.